Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to Toy Hunters of Russ. I'm your host, Divney, and today I'm bringing you another quick review. This time for the Mcfarlane Toys take on the Mortal Kombat series. This figure is based on the newly released video game, Mortal Kombat. What is it? X? Is it X? Or 11? No, 11. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're the same guys that are making those Fortnite action figures. So we're gonna see if they actually deliver on this figure. I've been excited since they announced it because I kind of like what they did with the Fortnite figure, so I'm kind of hopeful that they actually did something good with this great looking figure so far. Okay, so with that said, let's crack them open, but not before I show you some custom, well, not custom, but the actual product shots from the back, the side, the other side. Alright, let's crack them open. And there we have them out of the package, and sorry for that little hiccup at the beginning. I always get camera shy at the beginning of every video, so I was, it doesn't matter how many, I could be here all morning and trying to make the same video over and over, and I will never get over it until I, keep rolling the ball. But anyway, enough of that. So there is Subzero right out of the package, and he came with certain accessories, 2 ice axes, which are pretty cool, nicely detailed. Mcfarlane has always been known for bringing really nice detail to the character's weapons, and this one is no different. You can really tell, like, the detail. It almost gives it that frost look to it, kind of like if you were holding a little snowflake. That's what it actually looks like. And then you had the frozen skull that you probably remember from the intro for Subzero. Every time he comes into a match, he always has this skull where it has that little eyeball hanging from the actual skull, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It's nicely sculpted. I appreciate the detail on the eye, like it's literally hanging there so you can see all the tissue and stuff like that molded into the plastic. Even for the back too, like you can still see some molded tissue in there, so that's very rad. Now if we take a look at the actual figure, they did a really nice number on it. Essentially everything's nicely sculpted too, and it looks really great. I'm really liking it right now so far, so my expectations are met so far, so let's see what else it has to offer. So far what I can see, it's that the swords right here on the back, they're not removable, so I don't even think they're needed, but it's a nice touch right there. And then you see cool 9 knives right here on his leg, the boots, everything sculpted, the shin guards right there as well. And then you had the Lin Kuei symbol right here on the bicep. Really nice looking figure. The sculpting on the head for the face, and then the mask, it's very spot on. Anyway, so I guess I could be here all day praising the figure, how good looking it looks, but let's see if it actually lives up to the expectations when it comes to the articulation. It also came with this stand with the Mortal Kombat logo in there. Nothing much to it, but it holds the figure in place. Let's start with the head. The head, like the other Mcfarlane figures from Fortnite and then My Hero Academia, this one has a ball peg going to the head and then to the neck, and then from the neck itself it has a ball peg that's attached to the chest. So we have some head bobbing right there. Meanwhile, the head, it's in its own articulation right there as well. So you can look up to the sides and stuff like that. Can look up a little, not much. Fairly down, not at all. It does have shoulder butterfly, but it's very limited because of the armor around the arm. Oh, not too bad. And then if we take a look at the arms, he can pretty much go about that high. Obviously full rotation, and then rotation on the bicep. Double jointed elbows. and then a ball peg with a hinge for the hands, for allow all that sorts of movement, up and down, sideways, all that stuff, all the good stuff. And then you can see it right here on the back. His torso, it's on a ball peg, but there's not much movement because again his armor is getting on the way. But there's rotation for the hip, which also seems to be on the ball peg. And then for that kick, he can kick pretty decently. Double jointed knee. It's kind of stiff. I will have to take a hot bath with it, but because to loosen up all the joints. But then again, it's Mcfarlane, so you gotta be really careful. And then you have a cut right there above the knee to allow rotation as well, which is okay. There's no rotation on the shin, but there's a ball peg and a hinge for the foot, toe hinge for articulation, so that's sweet. And of course your ankle rocker. So yeah, not a bad looking figure. Look nicely sculpted, nicely detailed. Love the color. The color really stands out. And I guess for size comparison, let me show you something really quick. I should really start working on doing comparisons, but most of the time I don't have anything to compare them to. But this time I actually have the Storm Collectibles Subzero to see how it scales to it. And I gotta say, if they're standing back to back, it's almost like probably 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of a difference on size. The body proportions look very neat. Yeah, there you have them standing next to the Storm Collectibles Subzero. Very hard to find figure, and I actually have one, so super cool. And yeah, not bad. It's not like Storm Collectibles ever care about scale, so yeah, there you have them. Yeah. See, that's the main reason why I don't do comparisons, because I usually don't know what the hell to say, but nonetheless, it scales very fairly against the Storm Collectibles action figures, so that's a good thing. And then other than that, I really recommend it if you find it. I found this at GameStop. I found it along another figure, which I'm gonna review after this video, so stay tuned for that one. Meanwhile, thank you for everybody supporting the channel. I really appreciate you for giving the time to my videos and actually viewing my content and commenting as well. Thank you so much. Every little bit counts, and you know, it just supports me on my hobby, which is talking about the best things that I like about collecting, is, you know, open them up in front of the camera and talking about it. So I really appreciate you guys, and if you have anything good to say, there's a comment section below. If you want to share the love, hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for your time. I'm your host, Divney. You were watching Toy Hunters of Rust. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.